Who is tired?
Yeah.
All right. If you're tired, that means that we have done our job. How we do these events is that basically we make you to run from one place to another, right? On the end of the day, you should spend at least 890 kilocalories.
Yeah.
If that is not done, not
So
good.
this is the trick, right? We get the stage counters out,
Right.
and then we walk.
Good.
But it's better in Kistamässan when you have 6 stages in an expo area, you get more steps in.
Right. But this is going to grow as well, so I think it's going to be...
It needs to be bigger, that's what I'm saying.
It's going to grow. It's going to grow. Good. Who has made more than 5 contacts today? People that you don't know. Great. So it's more than a half, so that is good. So usually how I value conference is actually not about the content that we are sharing, but how many people you actually met. Because this content that we share today, either you apply or you don't. Maybe you learn something, maybe it was a great presentation, but they don't stand memorable. Usually the contacts that you make, they are long-lasting. Conferences are very, very immersive, very, let's say, short-lived events. They start at 8, they die in 5:30. But the connections that you make on these events is something different. I met Henrik on a conference like 2012. I cannot get rid of him, so like, I don't know. But yeah, as I mentioned in the beginning, it is all about people. So I would like to conclude on that, but before that, maybe some closing remarks of how the date was.
I want to give you a key takeaway. And it is a reflection on the type of stories we heard today that is connecting back to my opening keynote. So my last slide in my opening keynote basically highlighted that this game around creating value out of data and AI will really happen on the tactical layer. That's the fulcrum of the pivot. And sometimes I've used the word middle out. So you know how we say it, oh, we need to build stuff top down. And then I can't get any executive support, so we do it bottom up. If you think very carefully about the conversations and presentations we've had today, we had a couple that were focused on quite executive level. Even my presentation was really trying to paint a bigger picture. But then, thank God, we had a couple of presentations which was hardcore down to data science, like Aramco and understanding how to build how to use embedded machine learning and stuff like that. So the key topic here is that what we have always been trying to do, and what I'm really proud of, why I'm coming back working with you, Goran, is that we are trying to find the practicality aspect. Even if it's for the CEO or it's for the data scientist, there is so much hype, especially in this industry. So we need to find ways to talk in more practical terms to get focus on the right stuff. And then basically we have the challenge, how can you make a presentation that is basically both technical and executive? And I flip it. I say, that's the right way. If you're going to work in the tactical layer, if you're going to work here, you need to be able to flip your storytelling to the people who are not maybe from data and information space, but needs to do it in order to invest. And then you need to flip it the other way in order to get all the way down to the hardcore mechanics, DevOps, data science, the real craftsmanship. And final remark. When we had the Nordic Dare Awards this year, and we were celebrating sort of achievements in terms of recognition in people who are working in the community, supporting the community to drive forward, I made a reflection. And I basically said, very simply put, have you thought about the Oscars gala? Who are we celebrating at the Oscars? The movie, the Oscars. What names are the heroes that we know? Can you name the executive CEO of Paramount Pictures? No, you can't. But you can name Robert De Niro. So the whole Oscars, we are standing here for several hours celebrating everyone from the editor to the actor to the director. This is the community we need to have. We need to take everybody with us. Abu said it before when we were out there. It's so good. He saw Sand was here with several people. So we really need to connect with the executives and to bring teams here and come together as a team to start making an impact on several of the key roles is really important. So I think we should continue daring to mix the cross-functional teams, so to speak.
Right.
This is the Oscars.
Right. So, not to go very technical on the end because I know that you're tired. I just want to finalize this with the purpose of making Data Innovation Summit in 2015 was the question, what about tomorrow? I have 3 daughters at home. They live in a completely different world. They are born, actually my youngest daughter, she learned English before she learned Swedish. We didn't talk English with her. She learned from YouTube, right? Because kids right now are digital born. They are doing many other things. Imagine those people, my daughter is going to be your client in 10 years from now. How she will buy your services. That was the question. And who is going to build those services for them? There is a lot of prizes given or a lot of awards given to people that are CXOs, CIOs, and etc., leading the data and AI transformation. But actually the people that are creating the products that my daughter is going to use is you. What you are doing right now is going to echo in the products and services that your organization is going to deploy or in 5, 10 years from now. This is why we are here. We are not here because data, because technology, because everything else. We are here about people, the users, and you as a builders. Right? So we do one last thing here, just to see that I'm right in what I'm saying. So when usually we do conferences, we do it like this, right? My process or our process of making conference is very easy. Let's decide on a topic, right? Let's say it's Data Innovation Summit. Which are the topics? We do our research, which are the main topics that we basically need to discuss. Then we do what? We invite speakers. But then we need backup, so we invite sponsors. And then once the product is done, we're going to start basically inviting delegates. And then we're going to speak with suppliers, and then we're going to get venues and different other people, right? So, and then we're going to have a chairman as well, right? So this is the exercise, right? Without any speakers, there is no conference. Can all the speakers from today that are left stand up? Right? Can we give and don't sit down, can we give a huge applause to them? Please don't sit down. So, please don't sit down, right? This is the exercise. So without any speakers, we will not have any partners. Is anybody of the exhibition partners here still? They're probably outside?
They're outside, probably.
Right, okay. So
they're already standing, but they're outside.
Right, so now without speakers and without partners, we don't have any delegates. Can all delegates stand up?
Please, delegates.
All delegates.
Please stand up. Everybody who's been here is a delegate. Please stand up.
Come on. So a big applause to you as well. Right? Final one, if we don't have the delegates and etc., we will not have a wonderful chairman like this. You did a fantastic job for today. Thank you so much. So as you can, of course, my team as well, who everybody did, and all the suppliers, you're all already standing. So as you can see, we're all standing. Not all of us, but in general, we're all standing. So there is no difference between speaker, partner, delegate, or somebody else. This is the community, this is you, this is the event, this is your event. If we continue, you develop this event. One day, where there is no necessity for this event, this will not exist. So you are the community that is revolutionizing the way how organizations operate in the new digital and AI economy. So thank you for today. See you in December. We have a new event called Data 2030. And if you are interested in coming in the main event in Nordics in May, you have a discount code as well there. And ping us at any point of time. Meanwhile, we are going back to Sweden. Thank you for today, and I hope we didn't trouble you with so much technical mistakes. Right? Thank you so much.
Thank you.